This is me using some of my story.
Semi-autobiographical. It's your story, but young.
You've done a year's worth of LAs. I imagine that's one long test.
No, but you know, it's for your comfort, really. And I don't know if I've ever thanked you for not making me test.
Let's dive into this drama, shall we? Of course, before we go any further, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. The messy divorce drama between JLo and Ben Affleck has taken another unexpected turn recently. Ben has sparked rumors about a possible reconciliation with his ex-wife Jennifer Garner. Despite these rumors, some sources insist that there is no romantic connection between Ben and Jen. However, since moving out of JLo's home, Ben and Jen have been seen together frequently, with whispers suggesting they may have even recently gone on a secret vacation.
Yeah, I feel like I might have to kick your ass.
There we go.
Don't worry about it.
Why? I didn't know
She can kick your ass.
I know, that's
But she's
what I'm
protected.
It's very protective of him.
She can kick your
Nobody's
fucking
more
ass.
protective of him than me. I'll kick her.
Would you ever have imagined that it comes full circle and ends up like
No,
this?
you never could
Yeah.
imagine something like that could happen.
I'm happy.
It's a beautiful thing.
Guess what? JLo is furious. According to sources, she was enraged to see pictures of Ben looking happy and at ease with Jennifer Garner. This is in stark contrast to how he appeared around JLo, where he seemed unhappy all the time and couldn't even manage a smile on the red carpet. If you thought JLo would take it all in stride and move on, think again. Sources close to JLo are now claiming that during their brief marriage, Ben was living off her and that she paid for all of their extravagant expenses. However, the real reason for JLo's decision to pursue Ben's fortune isn't just about him allegedly mooching off of her. Rather, she is furious that Ben has renewed his relationship with Jen Garner, especially since JLo had to work hard to keep them apart.
Oh my God, we're back together after 18 years. That's like, right? Yes.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was more surprised than us.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, though, for those who have been paying close attention, it's evident that JLo has been quietly criticizing Jen Garner ever since Ben rekindled their relationship in early 2021, even in her new documentary, The Greatest Love Story Ever Told, which is ironically titled, Despite her constant public displays of harmony with Jen Garner, JLo couldn't help but poke fun at Jen Garner by suggesting that Ben had fantasies about her during their whole marriage. Fans of JLo swiftly criticized her for taking the low road by talking about her husband's ex-wife, especially in light of the fact that Jen Garner and Ben's 3 children openly stated in their film that their father never loved their mother and had secretly been longing to marry. Although JLo is perceived as particularly harsh, additional sources close to Jen Garner assert that JLo tried to undermine Garner's parenting whenever Garner's kids spent time with her, allegedly disobeying their mother's rules and boundaries. In addition, JLo is reportedly attempting to claim half of Ben's fortune, which is money he probably intended for his kids.
In the morning, you can either be making breakfast for your kids, making their lunch boxes, or you can be getting paparazzi ready. And so, you know, I know which way I'm gonna go.
Let's examine the Ben and Jen Garner reunion. Are they really considering getting back together, or are they just friendly ex-couples? Could this be the reason JLo is seeking revenge and pursuing Ben's money? Let's break it down. This is a new low for JLo, and fans who are already turning against her for other reasons are now saying she's revealing her true colors with this latest move.
This thing for you to be honest with yourself about.
That I was gonna get divorced.
Rumors have surfaced that Ben and his ex-wife Jennifer Garner have revived their relationship and are spending a lot of time together despite the breakdown of Ben and JLo's marriage. Although JLo and Ben haven't officially announced their divorce, sources close to them have confirmed they've been separated for months while JLo is touring the globe and posting seductive photos to show she's unaffected by the drama. Just when it seemed the Ben for divorce drama couldn't get any messier, here's the scoop. Ben has been concentrating on spending time with his ex-girlfriend Jen Garner, who is also the mother of his 3 children. After her 2017 divorce from Ben, Jen Garner started dating entrepreneur John Miller. Their relationship has been on and off for years, but they haven't been spotted together. Sources now claim that Jen Garner ended things with Miller as soon as she found out that Ben and JLo had split up. Jen recently shared a video of Whitney Houston performing her hit song, Where Do Broken Hearts Go?, which has lyrics like, where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home back to the open arms of a love that's waiting there? Jen appears to be hinting on Instagram that Ben might have returned home. Since Ben had moved out of the mansion he shared with JLo, Garner had also been the first to support him amid his marital troubles with JLo. Garner has been seen paying him a visit at his Brentwood apartment, which is located very next to her own home.
Affleck's addiction to alcohol sent him to rehab for the 3rd time and put a strain on his personal life. In 2018, he was seen in this photo, being driven to a treatment facility by his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. The 47-year-old calls his divorce from the actress, quote, the biggest regret of my life.
Jen Garner did not bring their kids with her when she recently paid a visit to the house where her ex-husband has been living alone. The 52-year-old Electra actress, decked out in a black sweatshirt, pulled into her ex-husband's Brentwood Estates driveway looking as though she was driving alone. While visiting Affleck's new home, Garner was observed leaning out of her car to enter the pin for the gates. It was apparent that none of their 3 children were with her. Given that Jen and Ben co-parent 3 children, it's not surprising that they stay close. But this is where things get interesting. Online reports about Ben and Jen spending a lot of time together without their children have recently surfaced. It is said that their former romantic sentiments are returning. Ben seemed to be truly happy with Jen Garner, and the 2 of them once referred to their relationship as love at first sight. Though his addiction problems were a significant obstacle at the time, Ben has publicly stated that divorcing Jen Garner is his biggest regret. Now that he is sober, there are rumors that he is reflecting on his past choices and feeling nostalgic about his marriage to Jen Garner. Jen Sora, on the other hand, suggests that she never truly stopped loving and caring for Ben because they spent so much time together. Who knows what might happen? Ben recently revealed that he feels most at ease with Jen Garner. Ben even said in JLo's documentary that she's basically addicted to attention and depends on outside validation. In contrast, JLo thrives on the spotlight. While Ben reportedly disliked how JLo publicized every detail of their marriage and grew frustrated with her focus on the external perception of their relationship, rather than fostering a genuine partnership, their shared preference for a quiet life and strong desire for privacy are the root of their disagreement.
A split family with my children, and it upset me because it meant I wasn't who I thought I was. And that was so painful and so disappointing.
In yourself.
In myself.
An insider revealed that Ben finds it confusing and upsetting that his wife Lopez is so intent on making their private lives public. I've always thought that things that are private are precious and unique because they are at least somewhat secret. In light of this, I had to make some adjustments. Ben Affleck is reportedly deeply frustrated with JLo, despite the fact that he has learned to keep his opinions to himself. In a recent interview, Affleck said that one would think JLo would have learned from her initial encounter, given that she and Ben called it quits on their engagement in 2004 as a result of intense public attention. In an interview, JLo later referred to this drama as a significant emotional upheaval and called it the biggest heartbreak of her life. I honestly felt like I was going to pass away. It sent me on a spiral where I couldn't get it right, she said. My strategy for survival was to put in more effort, do more, and keep that aspect of myself hidden.
It was the biggest heartbreak of my life. And I honestly felt like I was gonna die. It sent me on a spiral for the next 18 years where
When JLo and Ben rekindled their relationship in 2021, it seemed as though they were destined to be together forever. JLo even declared that she was certain Ben was the one and that this time their love was going to last forever. However, if she knew that media attention had destroyed her relationship with Ben the first time, why would JLo go and make a whole documentary about her love life, disclosing all the personal details of her relationship with Ben? It seems Ben's comparison of JLo's attention-seeking behavior to his alcohol addiction might have been spot on. Now, Ben's friends are reportedly pushing him to move on from JLo and reevaluate his relationship with Jen. Among them is his closest friend Matt Damon, who seems to have never warmed to JLo and kept his distance during her marriage to Ben. Why did Matt never take a liking to JLo, and was he the one who encouraged Ben to file for divorce?
Ben Affleck is getting candid about his split from Jennifer Garner. The Oscar-winning actor detailed his alcohol addiction and how it affected his family in a new interview with Diane Sawyer for Good Morning America.
It's no secret that Matt Damon and Jennifer Lopez were never close, even though she married his best friend. Matt and his wife of almost 20 years, Luciana, kept their distance from JLo partly due to their desire for privacy and to avoid the media circus surrounding her, but their motivations went beyond that. Recently, sources close to Matt disclosed that he strongly disagreed with the way JLo treated Ben and was worried that she would push him back into addiction. This information was recently disclosed to OK Magazine. Apparently, tensions between Matt and JLo peaked when he noticed that JLo wasn't taking Ben's sobriety seriously. To add fuel to the fire, she launched her own alcoholic brand, which only heightened the discord. Matt had serious reservations about Benford 2.0 from the beginning. The source said he's tried to be publicly supportive for Ben's sake, but the fact is he hates the way JLo treats his buddy and can no longer hold his tongue. JLo had previously stated that she didn't like alcohol and didn't drink very much, so it's really puzzling why she decided to go into the alcohol industry. At the same time, she was living with a recovering alcoholic.
I start to drink every day. I come home from work and I start to drink, and I just sit there and drink till I pass out on the couch.
You don't drink at all? You just drink?
No, I'm not a drinker. I just never started. It was another one of those things my mom just never.
JLo decided to start her own alcoholic brand out of all the other business endeavors, which probably added to Matt Damon's annoyance. According to people close to Matt, he attempted to caution Ben against getting back in touch with JLo, but Ben disregarded his advice. This allegedly led to a brief argument between the two when Matt expressed his viewpoint. Ben then exploded, saying that it felt like history was repeating itself because they had stopped talking 20 years prior for the same reason. Meanwhile, the source revealed that Matt's top priority is to make sure Ben doesn't relapse, which is why he is urging Ben to stay close to Jen Garner, who has consistently been a calming influence on him. While it's obvious that Jen Garner is not one to run to the tabloids and stir up drama, sources say she's also no pushover and had to confront JLo for trying to undermine her parenting.
He revealed that at one of his lowest points, he would drink every night until he passed out.
I started to drink more and more and more, and it was really hard for me to accept that that meant I was an alcoholic. I was like, I can just go back. I was fine before. You know, I just need to take a break. I just need to slow down. I'm okay. You know what I mean? This isn't me.
When rumors of trouble in JLo and Ben's marriage first surfaced last year, speculation started that JLo was trying to undermine Jen's parenting and turn Garner's children against their mother. This was allegedly because JLo was frustrated with how well Ben and Jen Garner still got along. Reports suggested that JLo sources went to the tabloids to criticize Jen Garner's strict parenting, claiming that Ben and Jen's 3 kids preferred spending time with JLo and were with her more often than with their mother. It was said that JLo allowed Garner's children to disregard their mother's rules and do whatever they wanted, despite Jen Garner's attempts to give JLo the benefit of the doubt. It became clear that JLo's actions were straining their ability to maintain a friendly relationship. In addition, Jen Garner was working hard to protect the privacy of herself and Ben's children while being relentlessly pursued by paparazzi who were eager to capture Ben at his most vulnerable.
I never thought I was going to get divorced. I didn't want to get divorced. I didn't want to be a divorced person. I really didn't want to be a split family with my children, and it upset me because it meant I wasn't who I thought I was.
You can, in the morning, you can either be making breakfast for your kids, making their lunch boxes, or you can be getting paparazzi ready. And so, you know, I know which way I'm gonna go.
Nevertheless, it appears JLo wasn't happy with Jen Garner staying in the picture and allegedly started subtly undermining Jen's parenting. As a result, Garner became increasingly frustrated with JLo's attention-seeking behavior. Sources reveal that Garner feared JLo's narcissism would harm her children. Unlike the other Jennifer, Jen Garner never sought media attention and worked tirelessly to shield her kids from Hood's chaos. According to reports, Garner believed JLo was undoing her parenting efforts and disobeying the guidelines she had set for her children. While JLo has freely admitted her struggles with setting boundaries for the 2 children she shares with ex-husband Mark Anthony, Jen Garner has consistently expressed her desire to keep her kids out of the spotlight. Drawing from her own upbringing with strict parents, she values setting clear rules and boundaries and frequently mentions how this disciplined environment helped her stay grounded and avoid trouble as she ventured into Hollywood. However, it appears she hasn't taken significant steps to shield her kids from the intense media attention. When Jen Garner's 3 kids started spending a lot of time with JLo, Ben Garner reportedly felt that JLo might be influencing them in ways that conflicted with her parenting style. It was even said that Ben Garner was concerned that JLo was purposefully trying to undermine her values and the boundaries she had painstakingly worked to establish. I think that being the child of a famous parent is really not something that many people can understand, and I feel for them for that because they didn't choose that, she said in an interview. Jen Garner recently disclosed that she enforces very strict rules regarding her kids' use of social media, whereas JLo enjoys sharing photos of the children on Instagram.
I'm happy. I have a great life. I'm a good person. I live in a good way. And you know what? I have great friends and I can call somebody and go anywhere and do anything. You know what I mean? Like those simple, I'm healthy.
Rumors of a possible reconciliation between Jen Garner and Ben Affleck have been circulating recently. Insiders close to JLo have revealed that she feels entitled to compensation because she paid for the majority of their expenses during their brief marriage, despite Ben's constant complaints about spending money. Sources claim JLo is furious with jealousy and plotting revenge against Ben, even if it impacts his kids. It seems JLo has no intention of letting Ben off the hook without some serious payback. Radar Online received this via The Insider. One of the little-known secrets is that a large portion of their marriage's costs were covered by Jennifer, who now feels as though he owes her. She is tallying the costs of their meals, hotels, coffee runs, and gas, as well as the private jet bills she put on her credit card. She covered the lion's share of the $60 million mansion they purchased, as well as the high cost of living, out of her own pocket. According to The Insider, the source claims that JLo's realization of how dependent Ben was on her financially following their rumored split after just 2 years of marriage has motivated her to exact revenge. She is demanding a detailed breakdown of her expenses and Ben's contributions, as well as the return of every penny she invested. Because Ben left her, JLo is determined to get revenge and is prepared to play hardball. She feels betrayed, saying that she wasn't the one who gave up on the marriage and is now out for vengeance. If Ben had stayed committed, she wouldn't have cared.
It's a wedding. He's not going to give up his wedding. It's a wedding he's in.
I want you to call.
But according to a recent report, JLo's revenge plan isn't really about Ben's lack of financial contribution. Rather, it seems that she's furious because he's reconnected with Jennifer Garner, and she's determined to make Ben pay in any way she can. Fans are chiming in, saying this just confirms their long-held suspicions that JLo is a narcissist who puts her image before her partners and even her own children. One admirer said that Ben's bad decision to marry JLo was costing him a lot of money because she will ruin him if she can't stand it when he calls her a classic narcissist. Another admirer noted that she's embarrassed by the way things worked out, particularly because her film portrayed them as having the best love tale ever. This is why she's making these demands. What finally sealed his destiny was revealing those love letters they added. It's likely that Jennifer Garner and their daughters were not pleased to learn that he was sneaking romantic notes into JLo's ear while they were still married. Because Jennifer is so tone-deaf, she was unaware of the impact her actions would have on his family before their greatest love story soured. What do you think about JLo purportedly suing Ben for his money and requesting half of his wife? Do you believe this is just her way of venting her resentment over Ben getting back together with Jen Garner? That's it for today. Please leave your opinions in the comments below. We sincerely hope you found the video entertaining. If so, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Click the bell for more content like this.